Podcast is back. We made it to episode 2, dude. That's the episode after number 1, and that's the episode before number 3. That's crazy. Never thought we would get to that episode, and it's cool. We're here. We're doing it. Live in action. If you're watching live, we're live on Twitch right now, recording episode 2. If you want to catch me live, you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/3 feet from peace. You sign up, you make an account, you can chat live while we're live. And I can read your shit, and I'm not going to respond to it because don't want to talk to you. Just kidding. I would talk to you any other day of the week, just not while I'm doing the podcast. But no, yep. Recording episode number 2. We're here. We're doing it. It's Sunday. We're doing a late one. It's 10:14 p.m. on the coast of the East. What do we do here at the Deep and Raw podcast? We talk about the news. No, we don't. But we'll talk about what's going on in the world today and literally what just happened. It's July 1st. And LeBron James is on Los Angeles Lakers. Now, is this a sports podcast? Nope. Is this comedy podcast? Nope, because I'm not a comedian, but I like to think I make some funny jokes. But, nope, not a comedian. But is this sports? Nope. Is this comedy? Nope. I like to call it just a general idiot man doing podcasts. So am I going to report on anything that I want to report on? Yep. Now, is this the news? Nope. So why did I say report? Don't know why. But I'm just going to talk about anything because I like sports. LeBron James is on the not on Cleveland. He left Cleveland, and now he's on the Los Angeles Lakers. Signed 4-year contract worth $154 million. Now, that's a lot of money, and you don't need all of it. You don't need all that money, but hey, if you're LeBron James and you're probably the best player in the world, then sure. You wipe your ass with $50 bills and $100 bills, and sleep on a bed made of ones, and get you know what? Get $2 bills made just for you. I know, like the $2 bill. Everyone says the $2 bill is rare. Just go to the bank and say, yo, instead of ones, give me twos. Just get twos. Just because you're LeBron. Get twos made because you're LeBron, Or expected that he's going to wear number 23. Maybe he'll switch it up and wear a different number. But he'll probably wear number 23. But that's crazy. Sports world is going to be on shock. We'll like to see what other move they're going to make. Maybe they'll get Kawhi Leonard. But who knows, man? The talk of the Sports Center and the talk of the world is where LeBron was going to go. Now he's on the Los Angeles Lakers, and now the NBA is on. NBA's in shock. Everyone's in shock, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm a sports guy. I like sports. NBA is my thing. I like football too, but like the new rules that they instill is like they're just really annoying. So I can't really get down with them. But it's okay. Like I'm a Giants fan, so I follow it, but when like I watch them lose nonstop, and then all the players get hurt, it's just like, oh, resident sleeper, dude. If you don't know what resident sleeper is, it means I'm going to bed. If the Giants are down by 21 and it's the second quarter, hey, guess what I'm doing? I'm napping. I'm fapping and then I'm napping. Okay. But yeah, I like football. I like basketball. I used to like baseball, but like I'll only watch baseball in like the 7th inning, and then if it's like maybe if it's close in the 7th inning. If it's not close in the 7th inning, guess what? I'm not watching baseball, dude. Not watching baseball because slowest sport ever. Hockey, I'm not a fan of, but like it's fast paced and people just fast paced, dude. Fast paced, fast pace. It's fast pace. So I'll watch that just because people beat up each other for fun and they get paid to do it. So that's cool. Soccer, dude, never going to watch soccer. Nope. People go crazy over the World Cup. Guess what I'm never doing? Never watching soccer. I'm never going crazy over a soccer game. Nope. Not even if USA's in it. Everyone's like, "Oh, bro, but it's your country." Nah, not gonna worry about it. Nope, won't catch me watching soccer, dude. People go crazy about other people on sports teams. You know, another dude playing a sport. They're like, "Oh, dude, I love you." Now, like I said, I'm a sports guy. Like I like sports. I'm a sports fan. But it is a funny concept, you know, cheering for other men in uniform and women, cheering for men and women in uniform. But no, it's cool. It's like something to do. It's like an outing. It's like a good outing event. So I'm not against it. Not against it. It's just like if you're like a super fan and like that's what you base your life off of, do something else. You know, do something else. Find a different hobby. Go do something else. Um, but anyway, that's the world in sports. LeBron's a Laker. That's cool. The Celtics Lakers rivalry is back. Celtics fan, so that'll be cool to watch in the years to come for the next 4 years. He'll be close to 40 by the time he's done playing. So, like, good to see LeBron gonna be in the league. I respect the man. Going into talking about the NBA, let me talk about the NBA awards that just passed. Okay, the NBA awards just passed. I believe it was this Monday. Now, if you're not familiar with the NBA awards, it's a ceremony after after the season's done, after the championship is over. They pick the MVP. They pick everything. You know, they pick the rookie of the year. They pick the most valuable player. They pick the sixth man of the year, or the sixth man award. They pick the defensive player of the year. They pick so many different players for these awards. You know, the most improved player, coach of the year, all this type of stuff. Um, and okay, so you pick all these awards, right? So you have your MVP. That's a great award. You know, the most valuable player, someone who contributed to someone who contributed to their team and obviously had the most value. Sure, great award. You had the rookie of the year, someone who is brand new to the league and did the best out of all the rookies. Yeah, sure, great, good award. The sixth man award, okay, someone who's a bench player but is the best bench player. Like, okay, that award could probably be not no, but okay. Next one, the defensive player of the year, good award. I'll take it. Someone who plays defense, probably the most important thing in the sport. You can't win a game without defense. If you're not playing defense, guess what the other team does? They score more points than you. So, defensive player, good award. The most improved player, that award is funny to me because it says, like, hey, you sucked last year, but you're better now, so here's an award. That's what that says to me. Funny, but I guess it's all right. Then they have the coach of the year. This award is good, but they don't I don't think they pick, they don't choose. Whoever chooses these awards, they need to they need to figure it out. Then they have all these. Okay, so those are the main awards, and then after that is a bunch of other awards that they make no sense. They make no sense. Absolutely zero sense. Okay. Now there's a bunch of other awards. Now this one's labeled as. Let's see. Does it list it? Oh, you're probably hearing something. Oh yeah. Whoops. Audio. Oops. That's some audio that you didn't hear ever. Don't even worry about it. But anyway, I'll read these off to you. So let's see. They have the Sage or Strong Award. It's for a reporter who recently passed away. I tried to click on that and they didn't give me a description. Let's see. The one that I jotted down. Okay, now this is funny. Some of these are funny because I pulled this up and They're now I'm getting a full list. The one that I had jotted down is the NBA Hustle Award. The NBA Hustle Award. This is granted to the player who hustles the most. And who does this is how it's described. Who does the dirty work. Who does the dirty work? What are you going out there breaking people's legs when no one's watching? Are you breaking people when no one's watching? You committing crimes when no one's watching? Now that's not a racist thing. I'm not saying anything racist. I'm saying it's a hustle award, and the description says you're making the dirty plays. What's that mean? I mean, if you're in the league and you're playing a professional sport, you'd have to hustle if you want to win, right? You can't just sit there with your feet up getting a pedicure if you want to win. Not going to happen. So the hustle award, I laughed at. Like, hey man, you should always hustle. It's a sport and you're trying to win. So, hey, hustle. Okay? Just hustle. Just hey, if you're running at one speed, run a little bit faster. I think that's what that's called. That's hustle. You know, it's hustle. I laughed at that. And then they come out with they have a best style award, dude. Hey, you're a grown man and you're just getting dressed, and then you're putting on your jersey, and then you're getting dressed again in clothes. Why is that an award? Why? Why is the best style award an award? I'm angry about it. Like, oh wow, this guy puts on shoes that are nice. Give him an award. That's how I feel. No. Don't be dealing out awards for someone who just puts on a suit. You like someone who puts on a suit? Oh, you know how many people put on a suit every day? You know how many people put on a suit every day? Too many. Too many. So to give out an award for someone who puts on a suit? Yikes, dude. Yikes. The winner of that best style was Russell Westbrook. And that man wore some crazy shit. He wore shirts with holes in them. I know like the tattered look is kind of like the style today, but like, hey, there's holes in your shirt. That's the homeless look. If you have holes in your shirt, hey man, learn how to stitch them. Learn how to stitch them, because if I can see your skin through your shirt, you gotta get a new shirt, because that one's got a rip in it. And hey, you don't wear shirts with rips in them, because then I see your skin, and I'm not supposed to see that through a shirt, because guess what the point of a shirt is? To cover your skin. If I see your skin through your shirt, take your shirt off and go outside and go in your backyard, go in the pool, or hey, go to the beach, because that's where I should see the skin of your chest or your back. Okay, if you put on a shirt and I still see if I see your nipple, if you have a hole and it exposes your pectoral, hey, I'm going up to you. If I see a tattered shirt and you have a hole that like shows like a bit of your pectoral or like a bit of like, you know, your back, guess what? I'm taking my hands, putting it on each end of that tattered little hole on your shirt, and I am ripping that hole into oblivion. I'm going to make it a black hole. I'm ripping it into I'm going to make it such a big hole that you can fit a family of 5 in there, dude. That's what's happening. You can step in there like it's a pair of jeans. That's what's happening, dude. And there's a little gnat flying around me, and I just looked at it like it was the most important thing ever. Literally like a barracuda to a freaking piece of jewelry. Like Chris D'Elia says, dude, a fucking cuda, man. Anyway. So that's that fucking NBA, the NBA awards, dude. So stupid. The only ones you should be dealing out: MVP, Coach of the Year, Rookie, Defensive Player, and that's it. And then just name all the maybe like a Dunk of the Year, maybe like a Block of the Year. Maybe they should create like a crossover of the year where someone literally like if someone actually snaps their ankle and has to get like some type of surgery where their ankle has to get repaired or like their knee snaps in half, then they create an award for that and they call it crossover of the year. And then they just create awards for the best teams, like the all NBA and then like all rookie and all defense. Just create teams for that. Do that. So that's the shit with the awards, dude. That screen was so bright. I'm sipping on the best drink of all time, the Grande Iced Americano, dude. Starbucks, not an ad, but Starbucks, if you want to just give me free Grande Iced Americanos for life, let me know. Everybody show Starbucks this portion of the podcast. Let them know I'm a low grade podcast, but I'm willing to just spam the actual shit out of their product in order for me to just get free iced Americanos. What's up? And I'm also drinking water. Stay hydrated because hydration important. Dude, I was at the Starbucks before getting the drink. I was gonna throw the podcast up earlier, but I was just kind of hanging out before, kind of relaxing. I didn't know if I wanted to like start right away, so I was just kind of chilling. But so I'm throwing up. Well, and actually, I had dinner with my buddy. We went out to grab some food, and then I dropped him off. We were just chilling, and we go and we got some food. We ate, and we were just chilling. We were talking. We're watching. Oh, dude, they have the National Football League. There is an American flag football league. Dude, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet because I don't want to make this all sports podcast. Hey, man, if you're playing flag football professionally, you might as well try out for the NFL. And if you don't make it, don't go play flag football. Hey, guess what flag football is for? People who are 12. If you're not 12 and you don't have, if you have a beard and you have kids and you're, and you're fucking and you're a grown ass man and shit and you're playing flag football, dude, hey, nope. Don't play flag football. If people are grabbing for your ass and balls to try and grab a flag off you, hey, guess what? You're no longer 32, you're 12. You just lost 20 years of your life. Even though I just said you're 12, guess what? You just got older. Because I added those 20 years that you're supposed to be onto your life. So now from your 32, you're now 52, you're closer to death because you shouldn't be anywhere near where you are right now. If that made sense. If it didn't make sense to you, fall off a bridge, but then like get bungeed back up, but get really scared and then poop yourself. Because you should poop yourself because you're 12 and you're playing flag football and that's what you do when you're 12 years old, you poop yourself. So that's what happens. If you're a grown man, don't play flag football. Okay? But anyway, so I'm at this so I dropped my buddy off, whatever, and then I went to go get this Americano from Starbucks. I get into the Starbucks and there's one like small family of 3 in front of me, right? I feel like so far I've had a Starbucks story. Well, I mean, this is only episode 2, but I've had a Starbucks story so far for both podcast episodes. So I get into Starbucks, family of 3, dad, a daughter, and a son. And they're in front of me. And the people in front of the family just finished their order. So the dad is about to order. The barista gets the register and is like, "Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome to Starbucks. How can I take your order?" The dad doesn't respond and like puts a palm to the daughter and makes the daughter order. Now, both of the kids are very young. I think the daughter was probably like 8, like 7 or 8 maybe, and the kid was probably like 5 or 6, right? So they're both young. The son was younger than the daughter, and he expects the daughter to make an order. Now, the things at Starbucks, they are so complicated, okay? When you have to make an order, see, like mine's easy. You just say grande, iced americano, easy peasy, 3 words, right? But then when someone else wants to order like one of these sweet ass like sugar caffeinated bullshit coffees, right, or whatever they are, like mocha choco frappa fucking chinos, dude, that's when it gets insane. And how people remember these things off the top of their dome, off their brain, like how their brain remembers these crazy encrypted words, it's insane. Okay, so when someone says, like, if I'm at a Starbucks and someone says, "Hey, can I get a mocha choco loco freepy ya with some extra fucking mocha choco frappatatata inside of the espresso with a little bit less cream on top?" I'm like, "Hey, why are you not building rockets instead with all that information in your brain?" Um, so like that's literally that's a Starbucks menu in a nutshell. So I say, I'm saying to myself, hey, you're gonna expect this little girl to make an order at a Starbucks when the Starbucks menu is literally coding. Like you have to know how to code to create a Starbucks order. So he points at her and she goes, can I get a? She's speaking normally and she goes, can I get a? She knew what she was gonna say, and then when it came to ordering it, she didn't know what to say because it's in another language to a 7-year-old. Hey, guess what you do when you're 7? Guess what you do when you're 7? You shit your pants and you throw up everywhere. Now, are you a functioning human being when you're 7? Probably a little bit more than when you're, a fetus. But guess what you're still doing? Okay, if you're in a Starbucks and you're 7, guess what you're doing? Or guess what you probably are doing? You're throwing up and you're shitting everywhere. Okay, this is what you're doing. That's what you're doing when you're 7 in a Starbucks. So when you're a dad and you tell your daughter to go to a Starbucks and order your drink yourself, no. Okay. Dad goes, go ahead, tell her what you want. He goes, go ahead, tell her. Oh, sorry, it was a guy. It was a guy barista. He goes, go ahead, tell him what you want. She goes, can I get a mocha chocolate friend one day? He goes, oh, so you wanna? He goes, oh, so you wanna? She goes, what? What? The dad understood it because he'd probably been there 200 times. So probably been there 200 times, and after all that, he skips and goes, "Oh, does the drink have caffeine in it?" And then the barista just drops. It's like one of those scrolls from like the ancient times that had scriptures written all over it, and he just lays out a list of what has caffeine in it and what doesn't have caffeine in it, and says, "Oh, I can make this with some caffeine, this with no caffeine, this with a lot of caffeine." Hey, dude, guess what you shouldn't do to a 7-year-old? You don't feed it caffeine. Don't give a 7-year-old caffeine, because guess what happens even more when you're 7 years old and you're in a Starbucks and you consume caffeine? You shit and you throw up even more than you already do because you're 7 and you're in a Starbucks, okay? Don't be drinking caffeine in a... Wait, what? I don't even know what I just said. Bottom line, don't be 7 and don't drink Starbucks caffeinated drinks. So guess what the dad orders the fucking kids? First of all, he didn't even order a drink. Guess what he does? He just goes, yeah, let me just get a hot chocolate. Dude, if you're not going to order anything and then you don't order them, if you don't order them some crazy ass fucking encoded drink that's on the menu, and then you just go, yes, just give them hot chocolate. Hey, man, put Hershey's chocolate syrup in milk and then put them to bed. But make sure, and hey, and then make sure they throw up and shit before you put them to bed. Because guess what they're doing at 5, 6, and 7? They're pissing and they're shitting. They're not drinking caffeine and they're not going to Starbucks. The dude was trying to let his dad, the dad was trying to let his kids be adults and order their own drinks at 7 years old. But guess what they do? They piss and shit themselves at 7 years old. So he goes, hey, go ahead, sweetie, order your drink. She goes, can I have the Starbucks? I want the Starbucks. I want the Starbucks. Can I have the Starbucks? Can I have the Starbucks with the caffeine in it? With the caffeine? If they're caffeine? I mean, I do the pee in my pants. I stood there for at least 10 minutes, and he goes, "Oh well, if you want caffeine, you might as well just don't. I mean, you shouldn't do it, but like, if you want caffeine, you can get it. But like, it's almost past your bedtime. Hey, guess what time 7-year-olds go to bed? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's past their bedtime, Dad. Put them to bed. Put them to bed. Put them to bed right now." And then the little kid, he wanted a hot chocolate too. And he goes, "You want a small, medium, or large, buddy?" Hey, dude, the kid's the size of my pinky. If he drinks a large, he's gonna drown. He's gonna drown. The drink will actually probably drink him. He will not drink the drink. The drink will actually grow a mouth and drink him instead. The straw will suck that kid up instead. He will attempt to drink. The kid will attempt to drink the drink through the straw, and the straw will literally grow a mouth and say no, and then consume the child. Not happening. The kid was like, "Oh no!" The kid was smart. For a 5-year-old that shits himself all the time, he goes, "I'll get a small. I'll get a small." He goes, "Oh, you sure, buddy? You don't want a medium? You don't want a medium caffeinated drink?" Hey man, your kid just used his mind for himself. Your kid just made his own decision. Do not waver his decision. Yeah, asshole. Asshole. Bad dad, dude. Let the kid make up his mind. If he wants a small drink with no caffeine, don't feed him a medium drink with caffeine. Hey, you're a bad dad. Bottom line. And then guess what happened when I went up to the line? Guess what happened when I went up to the line to order my Starbucks? I said, "Hey, give me a grande iced Americano, please." "All right, thank you, bye." And guess what I didn't do? I didn't shit, piss, and throw up all over myself because I'm not 7 ordering Starbucks. Bye. This drink is so good, though. Grande iced Americano. Oh, so good, dude. Get it today. Buy Starbucks near you. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Remember to follow me on Twitch because we're live recording the podcast. If you have any questions while you're watching, feel free to ask them. I'll get a look to answer them towards the end of the podcast. Also, make sure if you have any questions, also follow me on Twitter at 3 feet from peace. With an underscore at the end of that. If you want to follow me on IG, you can do that as well. That is different. That is a different tag. That is Jake Harley with 2 Y's at the end of an underscore. That is JakeHarleyY underscore. That is my Instagram. You can submit questions on Twitter. You can tag me on Twitter. And then at the end of your tweet, hashtag Deep Raw Pod. Any questions? I don't think we got any this week, but like I said, if you have any questions pertaining pretty much anything, you could do it in the live chat. I'll look to answer it at the end of the pod. or if you have any questions throughout the week, you want to hit me up on anything, let me know throughout the week, and I will check the hashtag throughout the week, and yeah, I'll answer those. So that was my little segue. I have some notes jotted down. I like to just kind of hit stuff off throughout the top of the brain. Listen, what I just said made no sense, but what I wanted to say was, in the podcast, I don't really like to have too many notes jotted down. I like to just kind of go off the top of the brain with what's going on. Meaning, I'll just talk to you about whatever's going on maybe during the week, because I do this every Sunday. I don't know when I record them. It could be in the morning, could be at night, but I just kind of talk about whatever's going on with me. Also, actually, real quick shout out to my YouTube channel. These get uploaded to YouTube. They won't be uploaded anymore the day of the podcast. They will probably upload it sometime later in the week. They'll probably upload it sometime later in the week, or in the beginning of the week. So like I said, these are recorded on Sunday live, and we look to push these out probably maybe like Tuesdays. Yeah, probably Tuesdays. Anywho, but yeah, I like to go off the top of the brain with these, kind of just talk about what happened to me during the week. We got 4th of July coming up, the day of America's independence. America is a great country to be in right now. Real happy to be in this country. Am I right? LOL. Omega lol. Omega LOL. But now, 4th of July is cool. You know, everyone just wears red, white, and blue because they think they're patriotic, and that's dope. And then they just go, alcohol for America, because that's what the 4th of Independence July means. But it's cool. The only reason it's cool is because you don't have to work that day, and I get paid for it. So, hey, I'll take it. Cool with me if it's cool with the rest of America. Thanks, America, for being independent. Because don't have to work. Yay! Happy. How about that fucking song, Happy? It's only good when it's not overplayed a million times. Anyway, so that's coming up this week, 4th of July, so that'd be nice to have a day off. In terms of work, though, I work for that beer distributing company. I mentioned that in the last podcast. That'll be a little bit crazy for me, though, because every liquor store and every bar in the world is going to be like, hey, man, get me all the beer because everyone's an alcoholic in America. This past week was pretty crazy in terms of work. I'm going through physical therapy right now. Don't worry, this will all tie in. This whole story will tie in. So I'm going through physical therapy, and I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As I take a swig of my water. I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I go for my shoulder. My shoulder's all busted up, right? So I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And on Monday, I just do my thing. I go do my workouts with some of the PTAs there, the physical therapy assistants. They give me my workouts. I go get worked on. I go get a massage and shit from my actual, PT, my physical therapist. He works on me, he talks to me, we laugh, we bullshit. He's like a couple years older than I am. He's a dude, and we kind of just talk about dude shit. We're just like, oh, fucking sports and fucking laugh and man, stuff like that, So we do that, and then I leave, and then I come back on Wednesday. It's pretty much the same shit, but here's the twist. There's a PTA there that works there, and I don't see her on Monday because she leaves early. And I say she because she has a vagina because she's a girl. Now, if you believe in gender neutrality, no. No. No, just kidding. You can believe in whatever the fuck you want, but yep. So, girl. Anyway, that's a different subject. So, yeah. So, there's a girl that works there. I don't see her on Mondays. She works there Mondays. And she works there Wednesdays. Now, on Wednesdays, that's when I do see her. Okay? See her on Wednesdays. She works there until close, and I go there at 6 p.m. every night. So I see her, I walk in, I see her, and like I'm friendly with everyone there, but now with this particular PTA, whew, let me tell you, I think we hit it off now. Okay. I go in there and like I'm real friendly. I say hello to everyone. I joke around with everybody because I got this like joking like character, right? And I see everybody there and I give them all these, these smiles because I'm a smiley guy from time to time when I'm not a sad boy. So I see everybody there and I smile and whatever. And then when I see this chick, I get those little baby boy butterflies. You know what I'm talking about? I get those little baby boy butterflies. Okay. Now, if you don't know what those little baby boy butterflies are, it's kind of like getting a boner, but like in your stomach. All right, it's kind of like that feeling of having a boner, but like in your stomach. Now, if you're a guy out there, you know what having a boner feels like. It's a good feeling. Now, is there like a little pointy thing coming out of my belly? No, because I don't have a dick in my stomach. Saying you have a dick in your stomach made me laugh. Why am I laughing at that was the dumbest thing to laugh at. But so it's just, I don't know. It's like you come across somebody and then you just like see them and you just get like this feeling, Now that's like the sappiest and most sad boy thing to say ever. But like I don't know. It's someone I don't know, and it's someone I don't know, right? So it's like someone brand new. But like when I saw her, and I've been going there for 2 months. So I see her and, I say hi to everybody this, like, pretty much the same way. But like when I see her, it's just very different. And now I'm kind of catching like the same vibes back. Right. So like we kind of have like the same exchange almost every time. We say hello to each other. We give each other like these special eyes. Like it's kind of getting to like this point where it's just like, okay, now what do I do? So now we've been kind of chopping it up a little bit, like in the middle of the PT sessions. We kind of talk it out. Recently, she just had her birthday, so I try and talk to her about, what she did for her birthday and whatnot. So, damn it, this fucking filter pad keeps touching the mic, and I'm probably making real loud noises. So, like, I try and talk it, I try and talk her up a little bit. I feel like I'm getting some mutual interest. She's a sweet girl. I almost wish she listened to this podcast and only this portion of the podcast. And that's about it. And then I would just end the podcast and never do another one because I talk about some weird shit like boners in your stomach. But, so yeah, no. So this past week though, I saw her on Wednesday and I was like, Jesus Christ, I need to make a fucking move. So Friday, so the end of our conversation, we had a conversation on Wednesday, and the end of our conversation just pretty much ended with like, okay, I'll see you next week. But she also works Fridays until I think like 5:00. Now I have an appointment set up for Fridays at 6, so I miss her by just an hour. Now for work, going back to me working and having a busy work schedule, I was looking to leave work early on Friday. Now, my boss in the morning said, hey guys, listen, you got to put in a full work day, but always have your phones ready because you may get an emergency phone call to help out the delivery drivers with deliveries, or you may need to just be ready for anything. So you may get a phone call. So it's 2:30 in the afternoon on Friday, and I am pretty much almost done for the day because I've talked to my, all my coworkers, and they're just, they gave me pretty much all the information I needed for the day, what I needed to do, when I could do it, all that type shit. And I had my day etched out in front of me, and it was 2:30. And like I said, I was on my way to my last store. I did my final thing, and it was probably about 3:00 now, and I am on my way home. I was gonna get ready, and I was gonna go to PT early. I was gonna call it quits on the day at work and just say fuck it, I'm going home. And then I'm going to PT, and I'm catching this chick. I'm seeing her early. I'm not gonna not see her on a Friday because I'm trying to see her 2 times a week now. So I'm literally on my way home, and then my boss calls me and goes, hey, we need you. It's an emergency. You need to come back to the warehouse. You need to help this delivery driver, or you need to pick up this delivery and fucking and do it. And it's all the way like 40 minutes away, out of the way from where you are. So you got to just do it. And I'm like, okay, my day's fucked. I hate my life. Friday's ruined. Kill myself. Not actually, though, but felt like I wanted to. So I'm like, all right, shit, can't leave early, can't see her early, really angry. Whatever, I'll just have to try and make PT regular time. So I finished the workload. I finished the workload, and I'm like speeding home. I called the PT office. I'm like, hey guys, listen, work called me with emergency. I may just be a little bit late. So I'm still speeding. Like I get home, I'm all sweaty, and I quickly like change, and I start speeding off to PT, right? So I speed off to PT, and I actually get there a little bit late, but not too late. So I get there like relatively on time, maybe a few minutes after. So I get there and I look around, I see the regular PTAs, they all welcome me in, and just like, oh, hey, what's up? I see my doctor, I see my physical therapist, and he's just like, oh, hey, what's up, man? How you feeling? I'm like, oh, good. I put my stuff, like I put my phone, my wallet, my keys in like the little cubby area, because I'm not going to work out and like do my physical therapy, with my all my shit in my pocket. So I turn around from like the workout area, like where they have all the machines and like all the PT equipment and whatnot. So I put all my shit away, and then I turn around, dude, and she's there when she's not supposed to be. It's like, dude, the opportunity was gift wrapped for me. Okay, this was a God-given gift. All right, God-given gift. Okay, now whatever God is up there, okay, he or she or it or they, literally they said, bro, this is your chance. And I said, oh my God, I'm gonna shit because I'm 7 and I'm in the Starbucks. So so I see her, and I'm like, I was actually shocked for a second. I was like, whoa, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, I had to stay. Like they were doing like some marketing, like photo, video shoot, whatever the fuck. And they chose her to do it because she's so pretty and so nice and so beautiful, and that's how I feel about it. So I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. Like it's just, it's like crazy to see her right now. So I see her and I'm like, oh well, that's cool. It's like whatever. And she's like, yeah, it's okay. I don't mind. I'm like, oh okay, whatever, cool. That's it's cool. How you doing? Whatever. We just like have a normal conversation. So whatever. She goes off, she shoots her like, video and takes the pictures, and I'm just doing my workouts, whatever, right? So, and I'm like flirting with her here and there a little bit. Like she had to like put on like these, they were doing like a promo for like these, recovery like leg pants. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. They're like these fucking huge ass like snow pants like looking things. Like you just put them on your legs and they like inflate with air and like some cold like water or ice or some shit, and they just, I don't know, it helps your recovery with like your lower body. And they were doing the promo with her and some shit, so she put the fucking things on and they were just huge on her, and she's like this small like petite girl, and she's, she got like a cute body and whatnot. So she put those on, and like I said, she got like the cute petite upper body, but then she wore those like snow pants and she was just looking all funny. So I was like, oh wow, looking really good over there. And she was like laughing and shit. She was like, hee, being all cute and shit. And I was like, okay, you want to break my heart a little bit more with your cuteness or what? So, whatever. So I was making like those fucking flirty remarks here and there. But, sorry, all this fucking passionate talking is making my throat drier than the Sahara. So, whatever. I made those remarks, and I'm going about my workouts. So after all my workouts, and after like I get worked on by my doctor, my PT, I'm ready to leave. And then she actually finishes shooting the video and like taking all the pictures the same time that I am done with my, massage and shit. So we're leaving at the same time. Again, another gift given to me from the man who wants me to make a move on this girl. Now, whatever man this is, or whatever woman, or whatever dog that is in God form is telling me, yo, bro, you better do something or you're an idiot. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably an idiot, but like, I'll try. So we're like leaving at the same time, and so fucking all right. God damn it! There's just so much to this story. I'm like ready to vomit. So we're leaving, and we're walking out together. I'm like, oh, so you're going home now? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, and I can't remember the order that like these questions were asked, but I either said this first or she said this first, but just listen to how I ask them. So I either said this to her first. She goes, oh no, I said to her, I was like, what are you doing tonight? She was like, oh, nothing. I'm starving. I'm probably just gonna go home and eat. And then I think she asked me the same thing back. I honestly can't remember because I was so angry. She goes, oh, what about you? I was like, oh yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything either. I'm probably just gonna do the same. And then I didn't do anything past that. Didn't do anything past that. I literally just like stared at it. I kind of just like dragged on that portion of that conversation. I was like, oh, you don't want to like you're not going out tonight, like it's Friday, you don't want to go out. She was like, oh no, I mean I don't mind going out, but like I mean I don't really know if I want to. And she was like, she just kept like giving me like these fucking eyes, dude, like basically like this. Ask me out? Hey Jake, ask me out. Oh wait, you're not doing anything either? You're hungry and I'm hungry and we're hungry together and we're both like not doing anything? Oh, you should ask me out. So what had happened was I didn't ask her out. And then after that she said to me, "Oh," and this is what she said to me. To like the words that came out of her mouth, she said to me, she goes, "Hey, when am I seeing you next?" When a girl asks when she's seeing you next, dude, she basically says, hey, if you want to buy the ring and then propose, that's cool. But if like you want to date and then like we'll eventually get married, that's also cool. But like, we can still pound, like we can do whatever you want. But as long as we're together, it's fine, dude. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know. I think the schedule is messed up because, 4th of July, so I may not see you. And she goes, oh, the schedule's messed up. You should ask me out. And I said, no, I'm going to go vomit on my shirt and then shit in my pants because I'm 7 and I'm ordering a caffeinated drink in a Starbucks. Oh, dude, I walked out of that physical therapy office after that conversation. I was first of all, I just left and I was like, oh, well, hopefully I'll see you next week. I'll try and get here early on Friday. And I basically let her know. I'm like, listen, I didn't say this and I didn't really intend to say this, but I was like, listen, I'm fucking up right now and I'm going to make up for this next time I see you. So I'm going to get here early Friday and I'm basically going to propose to you in marriage. So I left the PT place and as soon as I walked out of the door, dude, I had my hands on my head and I was looking down at the ground and I said, hey, if my head fell into this concrete right now and I was bleeding out, I wouldn't care. So I got into my car and the first thing I did was I stared at the pedals and I said, hey, if I slammed my foot on this pedal and I drove off a cliff into water that was actually lava, wouldn't care. And then I drove also, dude, as I was driving out of the fucking parking lot, her car was like pretty much right next to the exit, and I could have stopped and just asked her out again. Could have just stopped and said, oh, hey, shit, I fucked up inside, but now I can redeem myself, and nope, didn't do it, because I left, and I was scared. And guess what? I did poop myself, because I'm scared. So I said, wow, nope, I messed up. Shit. So I left and I turned down the main street out of the parking lot, and as soon as I did that, I elbowed my driver's seat, my driver's side seat, and I screamed, dude. I went like this. I went, "Ah!" Not like in a good way. I fucking was so angry at myself, dude. I've never been more angry. Like, listen, I could have had a 20 kill win. Like I could have had a 20 kill game in Fortnite, and it could have been a one versus one versus a mobile player, and I could have been on PC. And if I lost to that mobile player with a 20 kill game, that's what would have happened. Like I would have elbowed something, and I would have screamed at the top of my lungs, because that's what I did. I elbowed my seat so many times and screamed for a quarter mile. For a quarter mile. Guess who lost their voice? Me. Lost my voice. Was really fucking angry. So I fucked up. And I'm not gonna try and redeem myself by like fucking Instagram messaging her and shit like that. I'm gonna play it out. I'm gonna regret my decision to not say anything, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wait till I see her again. I'm gonna really try and catch her this week, though. If I can catch her this week, then I'm gonna try and capitalize. But I'm overthinking what we should do if she says yes. That's like my biggest fucking problem is like, oh hey, I have to impress her on the first date. So like I can't just like take her to some stupid like bar or anything. Yeah, I mean you should never take a girl to like a bar. Like a first date, that's the worst. But I was thinking like the boardwalk or some shit. That's always like cute or whatever. Or like maybe like a nice little like family like pizza joint, and then maybe the boardwalk. I don't know. I'm trying to think, but like I just have to get past the yes part. But now the thing that I'm thinking is like, if this backfires and she says no, I have to see her all the time. All the time. Or I just change my Wednesday appointments. Or just change my fucking Wednesday appointments, you know? And never see her again. But I have confidence that she'll say yes. I just wish I had confidence to fucking say it earlier, you know? God damn it, dude. Really angry. But yeah, I'm not gonna go searching for her on Instagram or anything like that. And be like, hey, listen, I fucked up. We should go out, because then like that implies that I was doing like some hardcore research, and that I fucking, you know, was like looking for her name so hard, and like I don't even like know her last name. I only know her first name, so it's like, oh, I discovered who you were through the art of stalking, you know? That shit's not that's not the play, man. That's not the play. That's what people do these days. It's just like, oh hey, what's up? I'm hitting you up on IG. My Instagram's like an emotional place to be. I like to spill the beans on Instagram. But I mean, if we start hitting it off, she's gonna follow me on Instagram eventually. Then she's gonna see me for who I am. So I either gotta spill the beans and let her know who I am before then, or she's gonna find out through Instagram, and I'm just gonna have to create a new account that's all butterflies and rainbows. Unless she just likes me for me, and then that's gonna be it. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm fucking at right now, dude. But I'm literally stressing over a girl that I don't know to the T yet, or that I don't even know if she has interest in me or whatever. So for the time being, I'm not even in a relationship or anything like that, dude. It's fucking crazy. Dude, it's nutty. It's nutty how the brain works, man. It's nutty how the brain works. I just have to worry about getting past the yes, and then once that happens, worry about getting to the date, and then we talk. That's it. That's just how it is. I'm overthinking, like, oh god, what if she doesn't like me because my shoelace is untied and she thinks I'm a fucking idiot? You know what I mean? Like, it's just the little things, bro. Listen, here's advice from someone who doesn't even take his own advice. Don't overcomplicate it, you know? Don't overcomplicate it. Literally just break everything down in the simplest form. Like, hey, I'm a guy, you're a girl, you're pretty, I'm kind of pretty in guy form. Just let's see what happens, because at the end of the day, if you don't like it, then that's okay, because guess what? There's you, but just in other forms, either better or worse, and I'm just not going to choose the worst ones. And if there are better forms, then that's probably what I'm going to go for. But I think you're a good form that's fit for me, so that's why I'm going after you. And I don't think there's any other form that's better. So that's why I'm here. And that's my simplification of why girls exist. That's what girls need to know. Okay. If you're a girl and you're watching this, check this out. And this is for people who may be watching on YouTube. And hey, guess what? If you're watching on YouTube, fucking here, this is for the YouTube clip right now. For the YouTube clip, check this shit out. If you're a girl, check this shit out. If we're on the planet, this is the simplest form of any being. I'm a guy, you're a girl, I think you're great, and there's no one better than you. That's what you need to hear. Okay? That's what you need to hear, and it's important. If there's anyone less, guess what? I'm not going for him. If there's anyone better, I wouldn't be here. So that's all the attention you need. Got it. Nailed it. Deep and Raw Podcast. Like and subscribe for more sick content, dude. Nailed it, bro. How to get girls one-on-one. One-on-one or 101, dude. All right, fucking girl talk. We covered like 0 topics on this podcast, but that one was just so important to me because, dude, why is the smallest thing? Why am I passionate about the smallest thing? I mean, it's not small, but like, why is one thing like why was one story the fucking the most like the most? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Why was this story about this girl like the longest thing ever? I think I started that story maybe 30 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago maybe. I think I started that story 20 minutes ago. That's insane. Why does the brain do that? I either have to tell this girl that I just spent 20 minutes talking about her and it's important, or she's going to be like, wow, you're cool, or she's going to think, wow, you're fucking insane, don't ever speak to me again. Girls are crazy, bro. Girls are fucking crazy. It's insane. One of my favorite things about girls is when they break up with boyfriends. But I also hate it. I'm such a fucked up person, dude. I'm so fucked up. I hate when people break up, but I love it. Because if it's someone that like I may potentially have like interest in, I'm like, you know how like when people like put their significant other in like their Twitter or like their Instagram bio, dude, you know what I mean? When they have like their significant others like handle in their bio and they're just like, oh, so and so heart, dude, when that handle is removed from their bio, I'm swanton bombing right in there. You're catching me off the top ropes. I'm in the DMs. Okay? If I have interest in you and you're dating someone, but then you split, guess what I'm doing? I'm an Olympic diver. No splash. And you're giving me a score of 10. I'm not missing a fucking beat because I'm getting in there. I'm getting the fuck in there. But that's only with like couples that break up. But now there's also the time where like I feel bad if you're like a good couple and then you go through like a breakup like that. Like that's like if you're a good couple and like you definitely can like make it. You know, if you're like a young couple. I'm 22 and like if you're dating each other and you know, you guys, like I said, you guys can make it. I'm fucking repeating myself so hard. Okay, if you're a couple and you're like young and you can probably potentially like, you know, go on for years and maybe get married, but then like you may hit like a bump in the road and you split, that's sad. It's just a bump in the road. Now, you know, I'm just speaking out of my ass. If it's like, you know, if it's like a significant like conflict and, you know, forces you to split, then that sucks because if you guys were going to work out, then it sucks that whatever you were fighting over split you guys. But like if you guys are just being toxic together, then I'm not really gonna feel that bad. But it's for the couples that are like supposed to be together. Actually that happened to people that were close to me. I had people that were close to me that were like pretty much inseparable. They were together for like probably like 5+ years. And like they pretty much clicked on all cylinders, you would think. But like their mindsets weren't on the same wavelength. So they, in the end, they just like crumbled. But like with all throughout the years, like you just saw them click. Now they split up quite often, so you would think that they would just come to an end. But the amount of times that they got back together, you would think that there would be, like, you would think that they would make it. But like they were like high school sweethearts and everything like that. So you would think that you would, see them to the end. But like you like, yeah, and you watch them from like a distance, and you're just like, when you see them split, you're just like, wow, I can't believe that happened. But you don't know, and you can't point fingers. But when you're close, and you're like, when you're like in fingers, just like when you're like in arm's reach of like the relationship, kind of, and that's kind of weird. Like you shouldn't be in arm's reach of a relationship because it's not your relationship. But like when you're like best friends with somebody, and then you're kind of best friends with the girlfriend as well, that could also get you in trouble, which it did with me, but it just kind of fucked up. But anyway, you can kind of just like, you can kind of judge yourself. You can kind of call it how you want to call it. But anyway, I love and hate when people break up, dude. I love and hate when people break up. If I'm interested in you and you break up with your boyfriend, I'm Jeff Hardy off the top ropes. I'm Jeff Hardy off the top ropes. If that girl finds this podcast, she's gonna fall in love. Because I literally spent 20 minutes talking about her. And what I'm talking about right now makes no sense. And it means nothing because I'm just talking about random ass girls. So and also, dude, so many girls love having fat boyfriends. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. All these like okay, the common theme of today's fucking world. Hey, it's the new fad, the new fucking thing to do. Like the thing that was popular a couple like months ago, or like maybe years ago. Well, not years, but like in the past like year and a half, was like the what were they called? Oh god, what were they called? The hoverboards, dude. The hoverboards were sick, and the fidget spinners. Okay, fidget spinners and hoverboards. It's like the two things that I can think of that were like great, right? That like took over the planet, right? Those things were insane. You know what's the new thing that people love? People love Botox. People love having people love having fat boyfriends. Hey, where are you getting, where are you finding these dads? Hey, dude, where are you finding these dads? What's happening? Where are you picking these guys up? Where? What? Where? What are you doing? You going to like the local golf outing, like community club? I don't get it. What? What? All these girls, every girl, it doesn't matter. I don't get it. It's like you have like Christian Mingle, you have like what are the other ones? Christian Mingle is one of them. You have like eHarmony, right? And then it's just like fatdads.com where you meet fat dads, and then there's like botoxcentral.com. Now, I know a lot of people that got Botox, and if you're watching and you got Botox, fucking not sorry. We're 20, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm so angry. Why is something that doesn't affect me making me so angry? It has zero impact on my life, and I'm so angry about it. I don't understand why people have to change themselves to like. It's just the fact I think people change themselves to project their look and to project like a better version of themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like they try and better themselves through their looks. Hey man, just change Yourself as a person, not don't do this or don't do this. Doing this doesn't make you look better. Doing this doesn't like cure cancer. Now, cancer probably won't ever be cured, but like um, I don't know, dude. Fucking dudes, girls love having fat boyfriends. I swear to God, it's so funny. I fucking love it. It's hysterical. I fucking laugh. I talk so much shit. It's so funny. I'm such a shit talker, dude. Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. Oh my God. Fucking. Oh, dude. Dude, when people. Oh, fucking hell. When people are. It's just everything I see. It's everything I see on social media. This is all that I see, dude. Uh. It's everything I see on social media. Now, like, listen, if you're subject to some of the shit I'm talking about, fucking suck me. Make your fucking nose touch my abdomen. You know, like if you're a girl with a fat boyfriend, suck me. If you're getting Botox, suck me harder. All right. If you're breaking up with people, you're sucking me the most. Um. Fucking social media, bro. Social media is such the worst. It's such the worst. That's a sentence. Um. It's an epidemic, man. Social media is an epidemic. I love it though. I love IG. Instagram's my favorite. Instagram's my favorite. Twitter is fucking. I don't know what gets better. I don't know what gets better memes. I think I do it for the memes. Snapchat sucks unless you're getting a fat dicky. I'm not. I mean, I'm not getting dickies, but um, actually, you know what? Fuck it. LGBT month. Oh wait, that shit ended. It's July now. July 1st. Fuck. No more LGBT. Rip. No more dick pics. Back to the boobs and the vagins. Um I'm not big on Snapchat though. I'm more on Instagram. I'm all about that Instagram life, dude. And Twitter I'm okay with. I don't mind it. I just scroll. I scroll and see what people are doing. I don't know why I'm interested in what people are doing. I had Snapchat and then I just fucking deleted it. And then I fucking re-downloaded it because why did I re-download that shit? Oh, I re-downloaded it because I was talking to some chick from Tinder. Oh, Tinder's fucking funny, dude. Tinder's funny. It's just a swipe right game, dude. Tinder's the swipe right game. But yeah, I re-downloaded Snapchat to try and talk to some chick from Tinder, and that shit fell through the ground because I ended up knowing her cousin, and I just wasn't trying to sit, wasn't trying to sit through that one. But yeah, I'm all about Graham. But Snapchat's funny because here, this is why Snapchat's the fucking funniest, because people who record everything they do on Snapchat, like let's say you go out to a club, hey, if I'm at home and I can see and if I'm watching the stage, or if I can see the stage, or this, if I'm seeing the DJ, you're having the worst time. You're having the worst time if you were recording your whole night when you're at a club. If you're in Atlantic City, here, now I'm from Jersey, so I'm going to use Atlantic City. If you're in Atlantic City and you are recording your night out at a club in Atlantic City when you're drinking and shit, you're having the worst time. You're having the worst time. The worst. And if I have to click on if I have to click my screen, if I have to fucking tap my shit so long, if I have to, okay, here's the minimum. If I'm tapping my screen 5 times, that's fine. If I'm tapping it 6, I'm deleting you. I'm deleting you. You're getting removed. But now, like, if you're beautiful, Um, I'll probably keep you because, I love you. That's so fucking like sexist or some shit, It's just like, oh hey, you're a girl, I'm gonna keep you on my I'm gonna keep you on my social media because you're just a girl. So sexist. Oh, so sexist. But no, fucking if you're recording your whole night out, you definitely suck, and you're having a bad time. You're just not having fun. If you go out, keep your phone in your pocket. Now, am I guilty? Have I recorded some shit while I'm out? For sure. But it's been like some funny ass shit. Like I went out and there was a guy who was dressed as a pope handing out fucking like the beads that people wear at the what's it called in New Orleans? What's that New Orleans festival? Why can't I think of it, dude? My brain is the worst. Why can't I think of it? What the hell is it called? Oh, man. What is it called? I have to look it up. If you're watching live, tell me what it's called. But anyway, so they throw out those beads. Oh, Mardi Gras, dude. It's Mardi Gras. So like, yeah, so there was I was out one night and there was a guy dressed as a pope throwing out freaking beads for Mardi Gras at everybody. So like I recorded that shit. It was so dumb because everyone, dude, they were like staring up at this guy like he was actually like the Pope himself. They were like, "Give me the beads, like I want to wear them because they're holy," and you're throwing them down, dude. The guy like he was the guy had the thickest mustache. He was Mexican and he had bags under his eyes. He looked like he just woke up from a nap. Like the dude look I don't know. He didn't look like he couldn't play the part. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it was funny, like because people were just mesmerized by someone who was wearing a costume. Like a guy who puts out the guy. It was, hey man, it was June, and the guy's dressed up for fucking Halloween, and people were like, whoa. We're all like in our 20s and like we're fascinated by some dude dressed up in a fucking costume. Whoa. You're all brain dead. You're fucking brain dead. So I had to record that shit and like I had to record that shit and like make fun of it. So like I just record shit. If I'm out and like I'm out like at a bar and like I record some shit, I'm making fun of it pretty much. But like I'm not out there like recording myself taking a fucking drink and like dancing with my baes. Oh, dude. If you're out recording yourself when you're out, you're having the worst time. And you're really not happy when you're going out. Oh, dude, so funny. I talk so much shit, but it's all love at the end of the day. Like if you get, let me backtrack. I talk shit. If you get Botox, fuck whatever, dude. You could, I mean, you can fucking do what you want. You could also suck me while you're doing it, but like if you're happy, whatever, dude. If you want to date someone who's randomly, if you just find some fat guy on the street and date him, whatever, man, that's cool. If he's making you happy, that's what's important. He can be the big show and sit on top of you. It's whatever, Um, it doesn't matter to me, man. You can break up and I can jump in your DMs and you can reject me because I love talking shit and I'm sarcastic as fuck. So it's all good. I need to do a lot of laundry, and I should probably end this podcast. I guess this is a portion to take questions. If you have any questions, in the live chat, you can ask right now. Quick reminder: throughout the week, if you have any questions, or if you have any comments, concerns, anything you want me to talk about on the next or on the upcoming podcast for the following week, make sure to tweet at me at 3 feet from peace with an underscore on Twitter, and also hashtag deep raw pod. That is hashtag deep raw pod. So that's questions for Twitter. If there's any live questions right now in the chat, feel free to ask. I had a bunch of notes written down. I covered some of them. I took really long on my fucking story. These I really wanted to. I don't know if I want to keep these episodes to like an hour. With how I tell stories, dude, I stretch the podcast. So when I want to cover some stuff, when I want to cover stuff, I want to try and keep it to like a minimum. But like I did jot down a lot, and like I said, I do come off the brain with like a lot of this stuff. But like I do jot down notes just in case I can't think of anything in the spur of the moment. So I think I touched on like social media and shit like last week, but I'll try not to like constantly. It's just what's relevant, you know. You gotta like, when you're talking about when you're talking about when you have a podcast and shit, and you're trying to like, I don't know, I guess keep up, especially with someone who's new that has like no, I guess, big time social background. You gotta like try and find shit that's relevant. So when you talk about when you're making fun of people on Instagram and social media, that's what you gotta do. So, and it may not be relative to everybody in the world, but like that's just the fucking shit that happens. And when you can make fun of it, when you can make fucking people laugh, that's just the shit, you know. So, so I could probably use some of the notes that I have for like next week or shit. All right, dude. I think that's pretty much it. I'll clarify because I got a question. Question comes in. Did you shit your pants at Starbucks when you were 7? No, I did not shit my pants from Starbucks. Or I did not shit my pants at Starbucks when I was 7. I was making fun. You'd have to watch the beginning of the podcast again. I talked about my experience at Starbucks today. That question comes in from the Harry Nichols, good buddy of the stream on Twitch. Also, segue. Make sure you follow the stream here, 3 Feet from Peace, on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/3 Feet from Peace. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/3 Feet from Peace with an underscore at the end. Also follow us on Instagram at Jake Harley, Jake HARLEY with an underscore. Also, we're on YouTube. YouTube, the podcast will start going up probably. I'll look to do maybe like a Monday upload. It'll probably go up like maybe around like Monday night. So if you caught the live feed, or if you didn't catch the live feed, you can catch it on YouTube probably Monday night. Yeah. Thanks for catching the live feed if you did, or live cast if you did. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and turn on the notification. Love you long time, and this is episode 2 of Deep and Raw Pod, and my name's Jake, and I'm signing out. I'm signing out forever until I come back, which is next week on Sunday. But I stream throughout the week sometimes when I'm not busy. I guess I'll have a story for you next time on if I go on a date with this girl, and if I do, I'll shit my pants. If I don't, I'll throw up. And if things go well, I'll do both at the same time. And if she reacts to me doing that, and she still wants to be with me, then I have a winner on my hands. So yeah, cool. Good time. I'm prolonging my outro. That's always good. I never know how to end these. All right, I'm gonna see you guys next time. I feel like I maybe missed a plug-in somewhere. Fucking whatever, dude. Shut up. I'm also I forgot, dude. I need to learn how to get these on iTunes. I'm gonna learn how to get these on iTunes soon. I have episode 1 still recorded. Hopefully it can still be submitted. I don't see why it couldn't, as long as the files are, there's no, as long as there's no issues with the files. I don't see why I can't upload it to iTunes. But yeah, thanks for watching. My name is Jake, and I'm your host of the Deep and Raw podcast. This is episode 2. Episode 3 coming out next Sunday. Thank you for listening, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.